Stefan Giuseppe Salvatore. I don't know if this actually his real name. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're not new here, thank you so much for returning to my channel. Today's video, I have a story time of the time when I went on the Tinder date with Stefan Salvatore. Now, if you want to know how I went on a date with a fictional character, then just keep watching. So let me set the scene. I was 18, living in Ottawa at the time, because for my first year of university I went to Carleton, which is in Ottawa. I was just allowed to date because 18 was the age where my mom was like, okay, now you're actually like allowed to date, so I didn't have to sneak around. I mean, let's just say I didn't have to sneak around because my mom lives in Toronto, and at the time I was staying in Ottawa, so I didn't really have to sneak around. I had the freedom to leave the house and come back at all hours of the night, do whatever I wanted, so I took advantage of that. Of course I did, like, come on, period. So let's get into how I met Mr. Stefan Salvatore. So I was just on Tinder. Guys, honestly, nothing good comes from Tinder. So sorry, if you have Tinder downloaded, I need you to pause this video and delete the phone from your app, because realistically in life, it's like a 1 in a million chance that you're actually gonna find someone worthwhile on the app. Like, that app is just nonsense. Like, that app is such a waste of time. It's not even funny. But anyways, I was scrolling on Tinder, swiping left, swiping right, and I come across this fine, dark skin, low cut with nice bright white teeth. This is what we like to see. I don't remember if he had waves, but maybe, because that's what I like to see, bro. Nice. I read his name. I said, he's Nigerian. Okay, this is, everything was proper. His outfit, guys, I'm sorry, like, fashion is literally so important to me. Like, I like to look good every time I leave my house, no matter if I'm wearing sweats, like the sweat outfit's still gonna look cute, or if I'm dressing up. So I need a man that like can match my energy. Get what I'm saying? So whenever I'm like scrolling through people's, like, a guy's like dating profile or his Instagram, whatever the case may be, I'm watching those fits from head to toe, because I need to know, because I can't be dressing you at your big age of 20 plus, because I'm definitely not dating a guy that's younger than me. At your big age of 20 plus, your girlfriend is dressing you? Embarrassing. I need a guy that has fashion, has style, has pizzazz, has swagger. So those are the type of things that I look for when I'm on a dating profile. So I see this guy, he fit all my criteria, so I'm like, boom, swiped right, and we matched. So then we start talking. Child, let me just, I'm back comfortable in this Airbnb. We started talking, you know, the conversation was flowing, the jokes were had, we were really like, we were vibing, you know. So then, y'all, this is when the story took a left. Tell me why. He's like, oh, we should hang out, let's meet up, blah blah blah. And that's like, you know what, that's cool with me, because yeah, I do like talking to people online and getting to know them like a little bit online first before we meet in person, because that's just like, it's just awkward when you meet. Like, for me personally, it's really awkward when you meet and you like literally know nothing about them, have no conversation starters and all that stuff. So I like to talk a little bit with them first before meeting them in person. But tell me why this guy was like, oh, let's meet tonight. Like, tonight? Guys, if you saw my hair, the way how I was staying at our friend's dorm, the time that this was happening, I was actually staying in my friend's dorm overnight. I wasn't at my own house, so I didn't have makeup, I didn't have shower, like anything. I didn't have clothes. Like, I literally would borrow everything from my friends when I stayed in their dorm. Like, so he's just like, tonight. I'm like, yo, honestly, tonight is really not doable. And I swear it was already late too. It was probably already like, well, yo, I'm gonna say this time, and y'all are gonna be like, that's not late. It's probably already like 10. For a uni student, that's not late, but for everyone else, y'all are like, pack it up, it's time to go to bed. But for a uni student, it was probably like 10, 11. Like, does that qualify as demon time? Because it's not past 12 a.m. yet. So I really don't know. Y'all let me know if that qualifies as demon time or not, because he was really, and I should have known, bro. I should have known. But anyways, he said, come over tonight. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't work for me still. Like, that's not gonna happen. How about tomorrow? You know, just to appease, give myself some time. I can at least do a little 1-2 with my hair, find some makeup, find an outfit, you know, just put myself together. So then he was like, yeah, that's cool, that works, whatever. Give me his address, blah, 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 blah. And then we were just talking about like what we're gonna do. We're literally just like planning to just chill and watch Netflix. But guys, it was not a Netflix and chill. I specifically told this man that I was not doing none of that physicality, sexual healing, sexual healing. Like, I told him I was not doing none of that because I'm a child of God. But yeah, like, I told him beforehand that I was not doing none of that. So just wait. The day comes and I get ready and I go, guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little something about Ottawa transit. The worst transit system in Canada, bro. Obviously, I don't know if that claim is true or not. I haven't lived all over Canada, but compared to Toronto, Ottawa transit system, and I'm not even talking about GTA, because GTA transit system is trash too. So I'm not even talking about GTA, because the amount of times I've gotten lost in Brampton, in Richmond Hill, in Mississauga, like, I don't step outside of Toronto unless I have a ride, a car, a whip. Like, yo, Toronto Transit, the TTC, the Rocket, fam, is the only transit that I trust. But let me just say, Ottawa Transit was trash. The buses would come every 30 minutes to an hour. Like, what is that? And yo, guys, I don't think you guys are taking the fact that I live in Canada. I'm Canadian and it's cold as hell. Like, the winters are brutal. Like, they're actually not a joke. And that winter that I was in Ottawa was the coldest capital city in the world. Colder than Antarctica, colder than Alaska, colder than the North Pole hole. Like, what? I did not come to suffer in this life for me to be suffering through this winter. That night, it was brisk, obviously, and I think I took the bus because, you know, I was a broke university student. I was not trying to spend money on an Uber, but I took the bus and then I had to do some next walk into the suburbs. Like, bro, some next walk into some, like, when it's brisk, when it's cold outside and you have to walk 5 minutes, seems like 5 years. But I eventually found the place and then he came, he greeted me at the door, whatever. To be honest, he was cuter in his pictures. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. And the height was not giving what I was supposed to give. Like, the height was really not giving what I was supposed to give. But he was really cute in his pictures, but it was whatever. Like, he wasn't beat, like, he wasn't hurt, so, you know, it was still acceptable. So we went inside this house. It was just sparsely furnished. You know how guys in university do, one couch, one TV, they're blessed. So that's what he had in his crib, and we were just chilling in his living room, like, on Netflix watching TV. And I guess his roommate was home too, so he just told his roommate to stay in his room. Okay, now on to the reason why I'm calling this boy STEFAN Salvatore. So we were sitting on his couch watching, just scrolling through Netflix, trying to see what we're gonna watch for the night. And then, you know how Netflix does with their suggestions and their different listens and that. So Vampire Diaries came up. So then he was like, oh, do you watch Vampire Diaries? And I was like, bro, are you asking a child living in this decade, a teenage girl, if she watched the Vampire Diaries? Like, what? Is that even a question, huh? So I was like, yes, I watched the Vampire Diaries. Guys, the conversation got so lit from there. Like, we are just talking like, who's your favorite? Who do you hate the most? Who do you wish could die? We were chopping it up. The conversation was so lit. And I was thinking to myself, finally, a guy that has the same interest as me. Like, where else are you gonna find a guy that likes the Vampire Diaries? Like, what? Please, where am I finding that? Like, I was like, guys, the conversation was so lit from there. I really thought that his interests were on par with my interests, but little did I know he was not interested in my brain or my heart. He was interested in something else. But anyways, he was truly interested in something else. When we were talking about Vampire Diaries, we were talking about guys, this is literally, I cannot make this up, he said this out of his own mouth unprompted, bro. I didn't ask him to do all of this, which I should have known, because whenever somebody says that whenever a guy says that they're a nice guy, they're not a nice guy, bro. They're just saying that. I should have known. But anyways, when we were talking about Vampire Diaries, he's like, oh, don't worry, I'm not a Damon. If you guys know, basically, it's obviously like way more complex than that, but like Damon is the bad brother and Stefan is the good brother. So he's like, oh, don't worry, I'm not a Damon Salvatore, I'm a STEFAN Salvatore. I got you, Stefan. So I think we started watching something, but I literally, like, this was like how many years ago, guys? I literally forgot what we were watching, but we started watching something. The conversation was flowing. I think it was showing me music too. Like, he was showing me some songs. It was nice, whatever. And then I think the roommate wanted to use the couch and the TV, which this is such a tangent to add to all the other tangents that I've already been on, but why do roommates do that nonsense, bro? You see? You see that your pal has a shorty with him, and instead of you to make yourself scarce, you want to be lingering for what? I hate when roommates do that. Like, that's so awkward. Like, please. Anyways, so I think the roommate wanted to use the living room and use the TV, so then we went into his room, and guys, he really made me believe that he was on an animal blood diet. Like, he really made me believe that he was not drinking from blood bags, he was not drinking from humans, he was not doing a snatch and a race, he was on animal blood. Like, wow, he really led me to believe. We go into his bedroom, and I think we're like talking, we're talking, and I'm sitting on like the bed. I'm sitting on the bed with my legs hanging on the side, so I'm sitting like this on the edge of the bed, my legs touching the floor, and he was sitting on his desk chair, like at his computer desk, right? And we're talking, and we're facing each other, so we're just talking whatever, and then he like stands in front of me and starts kissing me. In my head, like, so many scenarios ran through my head, because honestly, if you're not a woman, bro, it's tough in these streets. Like, I can't just like obviously if I'm not feeling something, I'm not just gonna lie there and let something happen, but at the same time, you have to be very delicate about how you say no, because guys, remember, like, first of all, I'm in Ottawa. This is not my city, bro. I'm new here, so I don't know how things exactly work. I'm at some like random location. Obviously my friends knew where I was, they had my address, whatever, but if something was to really pop off, like, who's really gonna save me? Obviously his roommate is not worried about what's happening in our room. And the dark ass road that he lived on, no street lights, and the way how the snow was so high and so thick, even if I wanted to run away, it would have been one of those ones where your foot gets caught in the snow and you have to pick it up, he would have caught me, bro. Like, I'm just like, everything was just running through my mind in that moment that he like kissed me. When I specifically said, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm really not into all that physical stuff. Like, I don't know you. We don't know each other, sir. Like, I'm not that type of person that can see, like, I have to have feelings for someone if, like, that physical stuff is gonna happen. Like, you know, and I already told him, I'm a child of God. I see the halo upon my head. I'm a child of God, bro. So I don't associate with all that premarital activities. If you catch my drift, I don't associate with those premarital activities. So I was like, okay, you need to chill out. I told him that from before. So I don't know why he thought he was fresh. Like, he really thought, like, yeah, Stefan gets the girls. He really thought it was Stefan Salvatore, bro. It was so funny. Like, how, guys, I swear, not even 10 minutes ago, this man was telling me how he was Stefan, how he was a good guy, don't worry. He literally said, don't worry, I'm not a demon, I'm a Stefan. Fast forward 10 minutes, you're there putting, ew. Do you know how disgusting it is to be kissed by someone you don't want to be kissed by? It's truly disgusting, love. He starts kissing me, and I just like allow it, because I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, like, it's just a kiss, like, it's not that big of a deal, whatever. And then he like pushes me back, so I'm like, I'm lying flat on the bed, and then he starts crawling on top of me, and like we're kissing, and I'm still allowing it. I'm like, hey, whatever, like, yo, when is this guy gonna get off of me? Like, Stefan, like, don't you have an animal to go eat? Like, get off of me, bro. And then, y'all, this is when he really pushed it to the limit. Like, guys, tell me why he put his hand up my shirt and it was like going in my bra. I was like, whoa there, whoa Nelly. See, the kissing was one thing, but now you got me effed up. Now you got me effed up, because I Pacific Ocean told you that we're not gonna do none of that. So what are you really doing right now? Like, please, Stefan Giuseppe Salvatore. I don't know if it's actually his Roman name. Stefan Giuseppe Salvatore. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing, love? Hand up my shirt. Not even like, it's not even like it was like under my shirt over the bra. Nah, y'all, he went under everything, skin to skin contact. I was like, sir, what are you doing? I literally jumped up and I was like, whoa, like, hey, no, like, we're not doing this. I didn't come here for this. And he knew that, and he was like, oh, okay, whatever, we can just watch a movie, right? So this man gets his laptop and he puts on a movie. I forget what movie it was, but he puts on a movie, and I'm sitting on the bed, and I'm just like sitting to myself because I'm like, this is so awkward. And in the back of my head, I'm like, he said that he was gonna pay for my way home. I'm not taking the bus home. I'm so sorry, I'm not taking the bus home. So I just had to sit there on the bed and watch the movie, whatever. But the movie was actually entertaining though, like I'm not gonna lie. It was actually, like I was actually getting into it. But tell me why. And like, okay, so you guys know how every app has specific sounds that correspond with the app, right? Like if it's a Snapchat notification, you can tell it's a Snapchat notification based on how the sound, like the sound, based on the sound. If it's an Instagram like, you can tell, right? So if you have Tinder, you know Tinder, that app makes specific sounds on your phone. So guys, tell me why I'm sitting on the bed watching the movie and this guy's sitting in his computer chair literally on Tinder right in front of my face, messaging other shorties right in front of my face. I was like, you're actually done. Like, he actually took me for a whole idiot, bro. Took me for a whole idiot, whole clown, whole fool. Like what? I'm sitting right here, not even 6 feet social distance, not even 6 feet away from you, fam. Not even 6 feet away from you. Like that's so rude. Like what? Call yourself a STEFAN Salvatoore? You're more Damon than Damon could ever. Please try again. And then after that, I made him call my little lift. I took my little ass back to my friend's dorms, and that was it. I slept well that night. Like I slept good that night, no boy troubles. That stupid boy that wants to come and call himself STEFAN Salvatoore when he knows he's a Damon, bro. He's not even Damon. He's that guy from season 1, Ben. You guys remember that vampire Ben that kidnapped Bonnie? She made him think that they were gonna go on a date, but he actually wanted to kidnap her. He's Ben, bro. Useless. But anyways, guys, that's the end of my story. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you laughed. I hope that next time a guy tells you that he's STEFAN Salvatoore, don't believe it, bro. I'm not saying don't give him a chance, but I'm just saying guard your heart, be on guard, be wary a little bit. Don't believe it, bro, because when a guy says that he's STEFAN Salvatoore, he's lying. He's lying. But yes, yo, don't be like me. Don't be like me, because there were so many like red flags and I just ignored them all. I really ignored them all. For what reason, I do not know. But that's the end of my story. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one.